reason why we're here is not so much to update what's going on at Hicksville Community Television. It's to talk about this place and update what's going on here at the Johnson Memorial Library in Hicksville. And Taryn is joining me. Now, Taryn, I'm going to let you introduce yourself fully with all of your titles and all of the stuff that you do.
All of them?
Yeah.
All right. Hi. Well, I'm so happy to have you guys here at Johnson Memorial Library. My name's Taryn Lawson, and I am the communications coordinator at Defiance Public Library System. So just one title.
Yeah, okay.
A lot of syllables, but one title.
Well, and it's a lot of work, though, too, because everybody needs to recall, and I'm sure most people are aware, but the Defiance Public Library System is the Johnson Memorial Library here in Hicksville, the Sherwood Branch Library over in Sherwood, as well as the main branch that's by the confluence in downtown Hicksville, or
Yes.
downtown Hicksville, downtown Defiance.
Yes. Yes, that's correct. We have 3 library locations, and then defiancelibrary.org, our website, is basically, these days, it's a digital branch. You can do everything, almost everything.
Because, again, I know a lot of people are, especially normal library patrons, are aware of this, but the fact is, I mean, if you haven't been here for a while, when you step into the Johnson Memorial Library, in a way you're going into not only this library, but you're going into libraries all across the state of Ohio, and you're going into libraries all across the country, because they have the interlibrary loan where someone can come in here and you can look up a book, and they may not be at this library, but it's at a library in Columbus, and you can make the request, and people will get that book sent to them.
Yes, that's correct. We're part of a consortium, so contrary to popular belief, we don't have staffers driving in the middle of the night to take the books. The state library contracts with a courier service. We have had some issues and some delays, but they're actually switching over all of that now to a new old company, and so we're looking forward to having everything sped up really quickly. But everything you said is correct. It's a giant sharing system, and so we can get you books from all over the place. Yeah,
and a lot of times too, for people doing research or whatever, a lot of libraries now have collections. And I remember, like, when I was in high school and college, you'd have to look up like these magazine articles from these trade journals and stuff like that. But a lot of that stuff has been digitized now, so you can use the computers here to just basically look it up right online without having to worry about tracking down physical copies of some of those magazines and so forth.
Yes, that's absolutely correct.
Well, we were talking about computers, so we'll just, this is a nice segue.
Right, so here we are by the computers. So you can come in and use the computers, but also a lot of the materials you were talking about, the scholarly articles and things like that, those are, if you go online to defiancelibrary.org with your library card in hand, you have access to all kinds of databases right there through the website. So you can do that right from the comfort of your home with your library card. So.
And that is another thing too, when it comes to like audiobooks and things like that, so many of that sort, it just is directly to your house.
There's so much. Yeah, we have Hoopla Digital, so you can go look on, it's right on our website. You'll see Hoopla, you'll see Libby, and some of the different services we have that offer audiobooks, ebooks. There's all kinds of music, movies. You'll be really surprised. If you've never looked, you'll be shocked at how much is on there for free. We just had Encanto, the movie, we had that come out, and everybody's watching it. So there's always kinds of cool stuff on there.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Right. I don't know. Everybody's kids are singing that right now, right? But yeah, so all of that is online. You can see it on the website, and those services too, Hoopla, Libby, they have great apps as well. So you can find those in the Google Play stores and the App Store and download them and check them out.
And if somebody's out there watching this and they're like, well, that sounds really neat, but Hoopla, what the heck are those things? They can come in and somebody will take the time and you can explain it to everybody.
Oh, absolutely. Somebody can explain it to you, or you can, the website will give you a good start. Right there on the main page, you can read a little blurb about specifically what each service is, and it's a bit of an overview, and then you can click and see more. If you still have questions beyond that, of course, that's what we're here for. We can help explain those things, help you get started using it. We're always happy to do that. So.
And here at the computer, like I said, there are people that unfortunately do not have internet at their home, whatever. So, I mean, if you need to check your email, a lot of times for some of the government programs or whatever, you have to do it online. Right. Unemployment benefits, and if you're looking for a job, I mean, that's all. And so again, the library is the place where if you don't have it available at home, you can come here and take advantage of your computers and and get that taken care of. And again, people are here that can assist you too. I mean, if you need help get started or whatever, because sometimes it can be kind of
it can be daunting. Yeah. I mean, even for me, when I started with the library a couple years ago, learning all the services and things, I was shocked. I said I'd been a card holder. I had been on the board of trustees, and I said I didn't really know you had this. And so now I'm on a mission to tell everybody about all the things we have. But yeah, so beyond just coming in and using our computers if you need to do things like your job in the job seeking process, we also have mobile hotspot lending too.
Okay.
So you can actually come check out a mobile hotspot and get internet at home.
I know somebody that did a bunch of live streaming from the Defiance County Fairgrounds a couple years ago using a mobile hotspot from a library.
From the library, yeah. See, it's one of those things that was you. All right, well, I'm glad you could make use of it.
Yeah, no, like I said, so it was one of those things where we were like, how are we going to get internet out there? And it was like, well, we'll check this out from the library, and it's like, you can do that? Wow, it is pretty neat.
Right.
That and there's Wi-Fi here too that people can use while they're here. It's not on all the time though, correct?
No.
Because I know that when they first started doing it, they didn't want.
It is on all the time now. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, it is actually.
Okay.
I had to check.
You can sit out in the
backup
you can sit out
there.
in the parking lot and get on the Wi-Fi. Cool.
Yes. So the Wi-Fi is on all the time now.
No, I remember when it first started, it was only on during the business hours, and
it has changed. There's been, but yes, it's on all the time, so you can get the Wi-Fi.
And if you're sitting here watching me and Taryn talk, and you're going, "What's that big thing behind them?" That's because there is older technology, and they still are. That's a microfiche thing, or microfilm. Is it a microfilm or microfiche?
Microfilm.
Whatever, but yeah, if you like some of the old newspapers, whatever, come on those, and you can still, if you want to see what was written in the Hicksville Tribune back in World War II or whatever, you can throw it on the thing there and check it out.
Yeah, and I went to journalism school, and so I've learned that if you use one of those things for too many hours on a row, it makes you a little queasy. So you got to be careful with the microfilm.
You start spinning them around.
Yeah,
and move really
they
fast.
shake. Yeah, so you got to be careful. Use at your own risk.
Yeah, and then the other part that we're here in this section of the library, this is the nonfiction section, correct?
Yes.
And they were telling that you've done a lot over the last few years to go through, and you've culled out a lot of the older nonfiction works and whatever, so that the stuff here is going to be up-to-date information. That they're not going to. The kids aren't going to be doing an American history book where they talk about the great 48 states, those things. So you've revamped that, and it's still a great resource for research and for kids doing school projects and so forth.
Yes, absolutely. And I might want to grab our branch manager here to talk a little, because that's all under her purview, and she can talk a little bit more about
she was the one that was telling me that, we went through, and because when I walked in, I hadn't been here for a while. There used to be these huge things of
right about there.
And but you were saying that you've really gone through, you've updated everything, and I'll slip between you and Taryn here. So like I said, so this is again, it's a great resource for I mean, not just school kids, but I mean, you have people come here who are genealogists and historians.
So we have a lot of people that come in here to research either family, local railroad tracks. At one point, we had people coming in and studying our railroad tracks. Cemeteries, stuff like that, all the way to cookbooks, states, biographies, religion, weddings, planning a wedding. So yeah, nonfiction does go a long way.
A little bit of everything here, and then Christopher wants to spin around. You have your are these DVDs, Blu-rays, a mixture of the both?
Mixture of both.
Okay.
And CDs. We don't have as many CDs as we used to because everything is streaming now.
And then this is the tax table, correct?
Yeah, pretty much. This is just our go-to anything table, our craft kit table, our tax form table, because I don't know if you remember back in the day when the library used to have a room full of tax forms. We now have that. So, but we can print anything for you. So
that's really good.
Yeah.
And I see the make and take craft. That's something that has been going on, right?
Yes. So we started that during COVID, and we've got different make and take crafts that our makerspace librarian, our emerging technologies librarian Kara does, and then the staff here also do their own craft make and take crafts too, and then we've got Sherwood does their own different. So you can get something different and fun in a bag at all of our locations.
I understand there might be a craft where there's murder afoot.
Pretty soon. pretty soon.
I have a flyer. I have a flyer for this. I'm ready. So this is really exciting. If you're into this, there's Craft and Crime Night. So what it is true crime buffs will like this. They're going to listen to a true crime podcast and make a craft, it's a floral wreath. It's a little wire wreath. So do a fun...
Really dark. It's a black dahlia floral.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just a fun night to, if you're into that kind of thing, relax, listen to a podcast, do a craft among probably new friends because you'll have a lot in common with the other people who were there. So. And
that's really neat too, because you have programs for little kids, you have programs for teens, young adults, and you have programs for adults as well too, and you really do try to balance it out so that there's a little something for everybody going on here at the libraries.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. There's something for all ages at all locations. Story time here is going to start up on the 23rd, and it's going to go through May every Wednesday at 10:30. It's Wednesdays. Yes, every Wednesday at 10:30 in the community room. They're going to start up story time. So if you're interested in that, make sure you mark the calendar.
Now, there used to be they would have a story time for the younger kids and then story time for the little older. Are you still doing like 2 sessions or
no? Because the slightly older ones are now in like 3rd, 3-year-old, 4-year-old preschool. So what we do is one of our staff members, Carly, goes to them and reads to them at their school.
Okay, that works.
So they still meet up. It's just in a different location.
Excellent, because nothing more important than reading to your kids. I know, and you used to do what there was a Baby and Me type of reading too with the little infants, but I don't know.
Now those little infants can still come.
Okay.
It's just like 0 through like age 2 or 3.
And it's still like a couple stories. They maybe do an activity and
dances,
sing around. Okay.
Jingle a little bell, rattle a little rattle. Yeah.
I've been here in the past too. Like I said, where I've seen there's a parade of kids going around the library singing songs. So it's a lot of fun, and
get them reading, get them
and the kids absolutely love it too. So. So again, we've got the nonfiction, we've got research materials, and again, the computers that are here and available for people to use. Older research on the microfilm, and again through the interlibrary loan system and the online databases or whatever. If you're interested in genealogy or the history of Hicksville or whatever, you're going to be
newspaper archive is really cool. You've got access to newspaper archive with your DPLS library card, and so just for people who like doing that kind of research, that's a world-class database, tons of information and old papers on there.
All right. So with that, let's just switch over a little bit, and we'll head over towards the teen and the young adult section and talk a little bit about some of the different things that we have here. Now, I see you've got a huge collection of books on tape, or, well, books on CD, and I'm showing my age.
No, I get it.
I remember they used to come to this big, huge thing with like 30 cassette tapes.
Fold it open.
But you've got a lot of audio books here, and again, and these span the gamut too. These are adult, and they have you have YA ones that are in a different
YA in the YA section,
and then
junior in the junior section.
So they're all available. And as we were talking, you can get these little things that you take home, right? You just download the audiobook to a device.
Oh, sure.
And you don't,
Hoopla or Libby.
Okay. So again, you can either come in here to get a physical one, or you can get an e-one, and you can when people go online, do you have like, while the library is open, can people like email you and like chat or whatever and ask questions?
Well, they can give us a call. They usually just give us a call.
Okay.
Or if you write to us on Facebook, I mean, it's me. I'll usually write you back within
minutes,
right away.
So,
so basically,
so all the lines of communication are open.
if you message us on Instagram, whatever, it's me. I'll see it and I'll get back to you.
Now, and we see here you've got you also have, like I said, you have music CDs and and so forth, along with the DVDs and the books on tape, and then this is the young adult section, and you also have a holiday section here. So I mean, these are all Christmas books.
We decided just to make it a permanent because people like Christmas all year long. So.
And on the other side, you got Halloween and all this sort of stuff. And then this is a teen area, and it has the YA books. You have and you have graphic novels, and we have a teen here. Yeah. We won't put him on camera though.
It's just Joey.
Oh, it's just Joey.
It's Joey.
I know Joey.
Everyone knows Joey. It's bright red.
So
we have graphic novels.
So quick rundown: what are the programs and what are the things that you have that you do for the teens and the young adults?
The teens right now, we haven't had a lot in recently, and we used to do D&D every Saturday, but the Dungeon Master,
Dungeon Master.
thank you, the Dungeon Master moved to Florida, so right now they're regrouping, so that's going to come back soon. We also used to do Minecraft every other Friday. We lost most of our Minecraft laptops. They have recently, very recently, within this week, been rejuvenated. So we're going to bring that back soon.
Excellent.
So what we used to do, we're still going to do. We just have had a couple of hiccups with the teen program.
All right. So,
and also we just wrapped up the Teen Winter Craze, which was spanned all 3 of the libraries, so everybody could participate in that.
Online.
And we had online at Beanstack. So if you go to our website, you can find Beanstack. That's the platform we used to do all of our challenges. So we had 106 teens participate in that, and they earned over 500 badges of something like 22,000 minutes of combined reading between them. So yeah, that we just wrapped that up for teens, and the Tournament of Books is going on now, which is voting online on so if you find us on Facebook, Defiance Public Library System, every week we're posting a new round of voting. We're pitting the highest circulating young adult fiction book against the highest circulating adult fiction books, and it's like March Madness but with books. So
same brackets.
Yeah. So we always have so much fun stuff going on. We're goofy.
And it does sound, like I said, and again, a great selection that's already here. But again, just like anywhere else, if you come in and there's something that you're looking for, something you want to read, a graphic novel that you want to be able to look at or whatever, and they don't have it, you guys don't have it here, you can still request it and you can get it for them.
We will track it down for you.
All right, terrific. So again, this is the teen area, and Chris can do a quick little turnaround here, and we'll move out and we'll head over to the next portion of the library. This, of course.
Yeah, little kids over
We have some patrons over there right now.
Yeah, we'll just sort of put them in the background. Yeah. This is what used to be called the card catalog, correct?
No, that's the self-checkout.
Yep.
Self-checkout?
So if you don't want to stop right here and bother us, you can sit right there and bother them.
Okay, well, got me on that one. So
that's around the corner there. You really okay.
I knew that it was the card catalog was all on computer now, whatever. And you have the magazines and the newspapers here. So again, a lot of the traditional library stuff still goes on. And this is the kids section, and we're going to let Christopher sort of get it from a distance because again, they have people that are in there.
Some kiddos and
but there are computers in the kids area for the kids to use, and they're safe for the kids to use. And again, you have all sorts of different stuff, the globes, and like I said, I know at one time there was stuff with Legos that were going on.
Actually, Lego Club is, okay, I've got the dates. I've got a flyer for that, too.
Okay.
So, Lego Club is starting up again. It's going to be March 22nd, April 26th, and May 24th. So there's 3 dates coming up in this month and the next 2 months. 3 dates. Okay. 3:30 to 6:30. It'll be Legos. No registration. Come down, play,
and build,
create. It's
a challenge. It's going to be a challenge.
There is. Yep. There's going to be challenges. March is the Tower Challenge, April is the Lego Town Challenge, and May is the Drop Test Challenge.
Oh, so okay. That sounds interesting. Yeah. In case Christopher and some Legos and drop him.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember doing the Tower Challenge.
Yeah.
There you go.
See, it's fun.
There you go.
Back when Zach was here, I actually had the tallest tower, sadly it fell over.
See, there you go. And that's the challenge.
There you go.
Yeah.
And again, we mentioned the story time starting up, and that takes place over in the children's area, typically. Or you also have the meeting room too. So we're gonna sort of move over so we don't make the mistake we did earlier in the live stream where we're blocking the doorway. It's safe to come in. We just walk behind him and you won't be on camera. So with all this stuff going on, and we haven't yet even gone back because you have the adult fiction section,
and the meeting room,
and you have the meeting room.
And the new patio.
Yeah, and of course you have gorgeous landscaping out front that was put in, and you have, like I said, you have the patio on the side of the building. And so, I mean, this is just a really neat place, and people can come here if they want to hold a meeting.
Not to hold a meeting yet.
Okay, but eventually, yeah. I jumped the gun. I knew that was something you were working towards.
Yeah.
But
I mean, close enough to say it,
but yeah, but I mean, so this is a great. I mean, this is a nice. When the weather gets light, you can go read on the patio. You've got really nice chairs, comfortable chairs to people want to sit.
Life-size Connect 4, giant Jenga that we'll bring outside.
Yep,
you even do frisbee golf, where you can rent it from us and take it home.
Okay.
You can go play frisbee golf.
And what I'm going to throw this out to you.
Yeah.
Out of all the things that people can check out at the library, Defiance Public Library, what do you consider to be like the weirdest or the strangest thing? The one thing you'd be like, you'd never believe you could check it out from a library.
A telescope.
A telescope?
Yes, we have a telescope.
I would say the telescope.
And you can check it out, and it's not just, even though it is housed at the Defiance Library, you can check it out from anywhere, and you can pick it up here. You can pick it up at the Sherwood branch. We'll get it to you.
And
so
you can check out and you can go stargazing out in the country.
You can.
Yeah.
Wow.
So frisbee golf is kind of weird, but you can check it out. Telescope is kind of weird. You can check it out. We're in the process right now of coming up with ghost hunting kits to check out. So
Binoculars.
Binoculars.
And we said mobile Wi-Fi hotspots and just.
Hotspots was so popular.
Yeah.
There's a waiting list, but put your name on it if you want it.
Go to our website and check out the library.
Sense that there's a lot of stuff here and a lot available, and we've hinted at a few other things, but I mean, I already mentioned the weather getting warmer. Summer reading program.
Oh my gosh, it's on the way. It's on
June 1st.
Yep, and the theme, I guess, and I don't think I have even said this on anywhere else. I'm debuting this
A HIX-TV exclusive.
An exclusive. The theme this year is
Oh, okay.
So back when that would come in, we would first get a warning letter in our email saying, now librarians, don't you dare say that you have them until the very day that you're allowed to say you have them. And it was fun.
I do know that.
Yeah.
My wife, believe it or not, was the director at the Johnson Memorial Library years ago. And so yes, she would come home and she'd be like, look what I have.
I'm not allowed to tell you.
You can't read it, but I've got it. And I was like, well, why do you have it? She goes, because I'm reading it. So anyway, as we said, you got the newspapers and so forth here. This is the adult fiction section. You do have large print books, as well as you can see over here. They have the large print section. And again, westerns, mysteries, science fiction, just about anything you're interested in. But this is what I really wanted to show everybody. This is the Dr. Alan Hilbert Community Room, in honor of Dr. Hilbert, of course, who passed away recently at, I think he was 102. He was one of the last surviving World War II veterans in the area. And this is the meeting room in his honor, which is still kind of a work in progress. As you can see, we're echoing now. But again, some terrific artwork. You do have, it's going to be audio-visual. People will be able to show films or do slideshows, PowerPoint presentations or whatever.
A main programming room. We
So,
use quite a bit for our own programs and events.
yeah, and you guys do professional development as librarians, whatever. You have your in-service type days and so forth that you do as well.
There's a lot of professional development and continued education in the library world.
Yeah, so again, this is a beautiful room, and it's going to be even nicer as things go by. And again, eventually, they hope to be able to allow other members of the community to be able to come in here and utilize the space as well. So we're gonna step back out here because it is echoing a little bit, and we're going to get ready to wrap things up. But again, as we get ready to do that, I guess the first thing is I know that you had a whole bunch of bullet points that you wanted. So is there anything that I should have asked you or that you wanted to bring up? Is there anything that you would like to share? I want to make sure that I get all the bases covered.
Yeah, we covered 99% of them, but I do want to make sure to mention too that Johnson Memorial Library does have homebound delivery service too. So if that's something that you need, if you want materials but you can't make it into the library, just give them a call. Give us a call, and we can set up a put you on the homebound delivery route.
And you have sparked something in me from when we first talked. You also have shredding available,
Yes.
and you have notary.
And that's, yep, the Hicksville Community Service Center brought in a shredding bin, which has already, I hear, been filled up once, so it's getting good use. So you can bring in your documents to shred. Yep, and then we did start doing notary service by appointment as well. So if you go to our website or you go to, it's defiancelibrary.org/notary, so easy, you can go there and find the link to make an appointment to book a notary service at we've got a notary at each location.
All right, terrific. So again, all kinds of great community services as well as all of the great library services, research, reading for fun. We can't stress. We sometimes forget about that. We talk about all the stuff that goes on at the library. We never talk about, why don't you just come by and find a good book and just either plop down here. You come in and read.
Such a nice reading.
Yeah, or come in and read the news. Come in and read the newspaper. Or whatever, and just be able to sort of hang out a little bit. So just an awful lot of stuff here. So if somebody's been watching this and they're like, I haven't had a library card for years. I'm new to the area. how do they go about getting a library card to be able to take advantage of all that the Defiance Public Library system has to offer?
The easiest way to do it is if you go to defiancelibrary.org. Right there, one of the very first things you'll see right in the middle of the page is a big box that says Get a Card. Just click that and you can start the application right there online. It'll give you all the details you need about having a card, what you can do with your card, and then you can start the process right there.
Terrific. So with that, I think we've given you a pretty good overview about all of the things happening, and there's a lot of neat stuff coming up here at the Johnson Memorial Library. So again, I want to thank you so very much for having us out here and letting us share all the cool stuff that's going on here with all of our HIX-TV viewers. We encourage you to come out and see for yourself. Stop by the library. Don't forget, like I said, they've got the craft, the murder mystery coming up. Yes. Summer reading program is coming up. Lego building is coming, and lots more.
Get all the flyers, take them home, put them on the fridge.
And you've got a website people can check out. It's the web address?
defiancelibrary.org. And you can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. It's at DPLS Libraries.
All right. So save it, bookmark the website, come on out here and see for yourself, and again, take advantage and enjoy this great, great community resource, the Johnson Memorial Library, right here in downtown Hicksville. Ladies, again, thank you so very much for having us out here. Have a great rest of your Wednesday.
You too.
And for all of you, thank you for joining us on the live stream. Hope you have a terrific rest of your Wednesday and a great rest of your work week as well. So until we talk to you again next time, I'm Bill Murphy with Hicksville Community Television, coming to you live from the Johnson Memorial Library, wishing all of you good afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.